Go for it.
Hey everyone, welcome to Joe Code. Say hello to Marie Barone. There she is, everyone's favorite mother. This is another Ross creation from our friend Ross. He sent me this shirt as well. Ross is the person that dresses me now. What is he, my fricking mother? Just wearing Ross's clothes that he sends. But this is a fun shirt, so thanks a lot, Ross. Got a guest coming up here in just a moment. Got some breaking news here at Joe Code. We have Aaron finally made it over to Taco Bell to try everyone's new favorite item that I started, the spicy potato soft taco with steak and potentially sour cream, if you see fit. So Aaron, what's going on? What do you have to say?
So I went on my way home. What day was that now? Doesn't matter. Saturday on the way home. And I made that order. Ordered 2 spicy potato tacos. Added more ingredients that doubled the price.
Right.
It's very silly. But the lady didn't judge me. It was kind of crazy. I expected some shade through the drive-through, but nope. She was like, okay, like she's heard it before. And I got those bad boys home, and the steak is better. Okay,
so you did the steak and the ground beef?
Yes, I did one of each.
Did you do sour cream as well?
Sour cream as well. And the steak is way better.
Yeah.
It feels like they give you a little more ground beef when you do the ground beef, but you don't really taste it.
That's the thing. That's what I thought before as well, is that the ground beef almost like just merges with the potato.
Yeah. They're both good, but the steak is far superior.
Yeah, it stands out clearly, and it just, as I said before, it adds something to it.
Mm-hmm.
The ground beef is almost, it's like a wash.
Yeah.
You know, you're just wasting money. You know, just go online, make a donation to Taco Bell if you want to just donate money to them.
Yeah.
You know, don't get the ground beef.
I do wish they grilled it into a burrito would be better.
Yeah.
Than kind of a loose, soft taco.
I mean, can we say that? Can we tell them that? I mean, are we allowed to tell them how to cook it? I mean, I think we should.
I think if the folks at Taco Bell are listening, which they should be, and sponsoring, yeah, they should. But I don't think they are, and I don't think they will.
I mean, how do we say it? Just, hey, can you roll the burrito up tight and grill it?
Yeah, I think they could do it.
I'll have it tight and grilled.
It's the size of their smaller burritos, so it's probably the same size tortilla.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. It's it is it's pretty thick. Yeah, they pack it in.
I mean, I still had a Crunchwrap Supreme after, and but I wish I'd had more, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
even after those 2, and then the Crunchwrap. But the breaking news is, so we talked, I think last week.
Yeah, you said you had something else.
Yeah, about their potentially having their version of a California burrito.
Oh right.
They call it steak chili verde fries. I didn't taste any chili verde. I think he said they were out of green sauce, which I think is the chili verde.
Yeah,
element.
that defeats the verde.
But I was fully prepared to get a platter of fries, and he goes, "Do you want that in a burrito?"
Oh, yeah, I think you do. Yes,
sir, and it's actually 50 cents cheaper.
So it made its way to California.
Yes, it says limited time on the website. You can get it without steak if you're a vegetarian. I guess it technically would count. So you get potatoes, steak, sour cream, cheese, and then they add little tortilla strips.
Oh, yeah.
For crunch, which was nice.
Yeah, I mean, those hit.
They were a little hard, though. I almost broke a tooth. But
whoa.
But it was good. It's not a real authentic California burrito, but it was good. It was really good.
All right. You think it was better than the taco with the steak? The spicy potato?
I do.
Okay, yeah, I gotta try that. Yeah, because it's
it's less to order. It's actually slightly cheaper.
the fries are good.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay,
They're nacho fries essentially,
Oh,
which is nice.
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that. That could be the new. That could be the new big thing. So, all right, yeah, great stuff, Aaron. Glad you finally made it over there. We've been waiting for you to finally weigh in.
Yeah, I had to break the tie.
Yeah, so
between
thanks
you
for
and your
doing
dad.
your homework. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Dad, he's gonna have to. He wanted to give me shit about some of my picks. I mean, I don't know where his head's at on that one. But all right, well, we'll get to more of that stuff later. We'll be talking about that with our guest at some point here. But let's get her out here. She, another comedian that I've known for years in the same realm of Chase Bernstein and Ahmed Weinberg. They've been guests on here, and you're in that same grouping of people, I would say, that palled around with us for years. Yeah, she's great comic, works with me at the Comedy Store, and we don't get to talk that much. I don't see her that often. She doesn't work that much. So she's here today, and it's great to have her on. Everyone, welcome Logan Guntzelman to Joe Code. Welcome in, Logan. Slide on in here. Sorry, I almost didn't get your name right.
It's
apparently.
okay. No, it's totally okay. Hi, Joe.
Yeah, how you doing? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling. I'm a little tired. It's always weird doing stuff during the day, but it's nice to pal around with you again, like you said.
Yeah, I usually do stuff during the day as well. And I haven't been able to do stuff during the day lately, which I'm gonna cut you off real quick. I have to do a segment.
Oh yeah, okay.
So this is this sucks for this week, and this sucks for this week is that I have not been able to work out because I threw my back out somehow. I think I don't stretch enough. I run, I hike, and then sometimes I get home and I don't have enough time to do all the things, to eat and shower, and I have to make time to stretch because I woke up with severe back pain because I'm working, I'm on my feet a lot, and yeah, I just need to stretch. Got to stop throwing my back out because I need to work out because my mental health, my vibe has been off this week. I've been just doing nothing during the day, essentially. It's annoying. I'm a little ornery. And I'm going to try not to be ornery here. But maybe I will be. It's my freaking show. Like, I care. All right, Logan, yeah, welcome. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry about...
we have to hit these key points in the show, so that's one of them.
that does suck. I'm sorry, Joe.
Yeah, but you had a health scare recently. It was
I did.
I believe it was a kidney infection. Why you shouldn't do that?
I did have a kidney infection.
Why are you doing those?
Well, I learned the hard way that if you have a UTI,
Okay.
which most of the time UTIs are supposedly have symptoms. I'd never had one before.
Urinary tract infection.
Yeah, that's why they always tell you to pee after you have sex. Sorry
Right.
if this is inappropriate.
You have a boyfriend, so
I do have a boyfriend.
So people are going to have sex.
Yeah, it's a good Christian relationship. We're just having premarital sex.
Sure.
But I didn't know I had a UTI because I had no symptoms. And then it just travels up your urinary tract to your kidneys. And so then I ended up in the hospital for a couple days.
Jeez, is that contagious or?
No, it's just...
Okay, good. We don't want to get...
Yeah, I won't... You're not going to get it from me. I don't think podcasting is how you get a UTI, but I haven't checked recently.
Yeah, I hope not, because Aaron, there's big name people that come through here other than me. So.
Yeah, we'll just make sure you pee after this podcast,
Okay,
and I think you'll be okay.
Will do.
Yeah, both of you. Same time, please. But yeah, it sucked because I was in Denver to do shows, and I had to cancel all of them and go to the hospital.
Yeah, that happened when you were out of town.
It happened when I
that's
was out of town.
Stressful. Come on, why? Come on.
Yeah, it was
In Denver, you gotta like find the hospital
and also because the altitude was higher.
and then you gotta be like, hey, I'm not from here. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
No, you're not an idiot.
No, it was it felt pretty dumb because it was one of those things where if I had, like you're saying, you have to stretch and pay attention to your body.
Yeah.
I probably would have noticed
So
something
annoyed by
was
that.
off if I had paid more attention. But I was like, before it got as bad as it did. But I was running around trying to do stuff.
And you were like doing shows, so you were in like that kind of mode.
Or getting ready to. I didn't even get to do a single show in Denver.
Oh, that
I was
sucks.
sick from the moment I got there and then I had to leave 2 days later than I meant to because they wouldn't let me leave the hospital.
All right, but now it's full recovery.
Full recovery.
Okay, great.
Back in the world. Back at work.
Yeah, I don't see you. Yeah, I feel like you're not at work a lot. And then also, why didn't you do you drink coffee or lattes?
I do drink coffee, but
I said, can I get you a coffee or latte? And he said, that's so nice, but I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, so you could save the whole it's nice. Just say yes.
well, I know. Well,
It makes me feel good if I can get somebody something.
I know, but I had already had 3 shots of espresso today.
Oh,
by the
right.
time, so it wasn't.
Well, that's what's in this. This is an iced latte with almond milk.
with almond milk.
Yeah, 3 shots of espressos in it. It's from Bristol Farms.
Bristol,
And I'm using the straw now because it's quieter on here. I've been making a mockery of podcasting.
People have complained.
Well, I hear it, and yeah, people have said it. Yeah, there's some technical people that listen to this stuff, so they know how
they know how
should be. Yeah.
How
So
long have you been an iced coffee person? Because that's surprising to me.
When it got nice out.
So you're never just hot black coffee?
No, I do. I just, well, it started this year. Yeah, I do it seasonally, but this year it started after I burned my tongue on apple pie.
Ooh.
So my tongue was burned, and then I'm like, I can't have hot coffee.
Okay. Where'd you have apple pie?
At Jones Hollywood.
Oh, that pie does come out like a fajita skillet.
Yeah,
That's
it's
really
stupid.
hot.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hot.
It's crazy.
And there's ice cream with it, and the ice cream didn't work. I mean, I put it, I don't know.
You tried to soothe your burn with ice cream?
Yeah.
Well, that's not what it's prescribed for.
Went on my wrist. I still have the scar from it burned my wrist also.
Oh my God.
This happened this is like 6 weeks ago now. This is a long time ago.
Well,
I mean,
burns will really.
freaking scarred for life from a freaking
This is a hot
apple
glue gun
pie
burn
skillet.
that I got
even
like 20
see
years
it.
ago. Look, there's a little circle right there if you look, or maybe not.
It's like a red dot.
Well, it's from a hot glue gun, but I guess it's not as recent as your apple pie situation.
But yeah, I'll do hot coffee. Mm-hmm. But yeah, typically if it's cold. But now that it's like summer and stuff, I do like the iced
You like an iced?
stuff. Yeah.
No, that's my only reason was that if I had even more caffeine, I was worried I would just have too much energy for this.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't want you coming on here hyped up.
Logan, if I may,
Yeah.
what was the symptom to having the infection? Going back to that.
Yeah, good
So-
question.
I'm always worried about my kidneys. I don't know why.
Well, so what happened was
Yeah, especially when I get back pain. Sorry, I'm like, is it
Yeah.
my kidneys?
Exactly,
No, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they say that pain can be a symptom, but I had no pain. All I had was a super high fever and the chills.
Oh,
so I
man.
was like shivering for 3 days. So I thought it was the flu. I tested for COVID. It was negative. And then on the internet, we looked because my boyfriend came with me. We extended the trip to have like a fun little time there. And then we spent the whole time in the hospital. That was the whole trip.
Yeah, how fun.
But the internet was like, if you have a fever that doesn't break after 3 days, that's when you should go to urgent care, because normally your body should be able to break a fever if it's like a
Yeah.
virus or something like
so
that.
that was like how your body was manifesting
yeah, and
pain or whatever.
well, and what the nurse said that was interesting to find out was she said that your kidneys are like the diva of your body, where that if anything's off, they're the ones that are going to react first before like your heart or your brain or all your other stuff. So that's why I had a super high fever. And then, so it didn't break after 3 days. I went to urgent care. They had me pee in a cup. And then they were like, you have an infection. They gave me antibiotics, but they were like, if you throw up or if your fever goes above 103, go to an emergency room. And then like an hour later, it went over 103. So that's when we went to the ER.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. The kidneys are the divas of the body. I've never heard that before. Like, oh, look at me. I'm the kidneys. Oh, I'm a kidney.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Sorry,
no, that's a really good kidney impression.
Yeah, I thought that's how they do that.
Well, but it's interesting to, like, you wouldn't think, if you were to pick the organ that was the diva, I don't think kidney would be top of the list. Like,
I mean,
the body part that has the most requirements.
I mean, as far as the organs go, I mean, it wouldn't be the liver. The liver's like a beast.
Yeah, the liver's like an old man in a bar. I might say...
The heart?
No, maybe the
spleen.
Well, no, I would say the lungs.
I mean, what else is there? All right, yeah.
Well, there's a lot. We haven't mentioned like a lot of them.
Okay, what are you?
The duodenum, that's one.
We don't know what
the
that
esophagus.
Is.
Okay.
Don't try to outsmart everybody here. JT Parr does that, and we don't appreciate it. Aaron stops recording when people say words like that. So.
Is this? Well, this is just. I'm just naming parts.
No, what was that word you said?
Well, it's either the duodenum or the duodenum.
What is that?
I think it's part of your intestines, but I could be wrong. If you
it's duodenum. You're definitely pronouncing it correctly.
Okay, I've heard it said both ways. Weird. And I don't know, maybe the other person was an idiot, but I figured if they knew that word, they might know more than I do.
I'm just going purely off one of my favorite television shows, Scrubs.
Oh, then
okay, yeah. So they'll teach you stuff.
But I think it might be spleen adjacent. Know that I'm just guessing right now.
Yeah.
But it's something involving. It's something down here and all that much.
It works in waste management for sure.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Great.
Okay. Cool. But yeah, I don't. You're one of the people at the Comedy Store that has yet to give me a ride home. What's with that? I get rides from everybody.
I'm sorry.
I've never been offered by you. I'm trying to do this game where I get a ride from everyone and then make fun of their car.
Well, I'll give you a ride. Most of the time, you're going not the direction I'm going in.
I'm going the way everyone's going. I'm on everyone's way home.
Okay, well, normally...
I live right down the street from the Comedy Store.
Normally, I just go directly south, but next time you can ask me.
Oh, directly south?
Yeah, because I go all the way down La Cienega. I can reroute myself. I'd be happy to give you a ride.
So you go right, when we're leaving the Comedy Store, you go right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I could turn...
You're the only one, I think. Everyone goes left.
I mean, I could technically go left, but... over time, that has emerged as the fastest route home.
All right. Well, don't worry about it. I'll find.
But also, you're on the way. Sometimes I go to my boyfriend's after work, and he's that way.
Okay.
I would turn left to go to him.
All right.
So I can give you a ride.
I just thought I'd point that out. I mean, I've literally gotten a ride from everybody.
You've never asked me. This is both our faults.
You're never there.
I'm there. Maybe we just have opposite schedules.
I mean, you and I, we do, and then you have asked me to work sometimes.
Are you going to bring up your main beef?
A Joe code for this week is keeping up your end of the bargain. So, Logan here, we have traded shifts on several times. She would tell me, hey, Joe, I can't work this day. So can you switch your shift with mine and you work my shift instead? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll work that day for you. You work this day for me. And then lo and behold, Logan always doesn't show up for the shift of mine that she takes. And then she gets somebody else to work it. Just tell me and I'll work the shift that I originally was going to work anyway.
Can I explain?
So don't...
Once you made it clear, I always assumed most people want to trade shifts because they don't want to add more work to their week. They don't want to just cover a shift they want someone to take one of their shifts so they're not adding on to their workload. I've since learned that some people prefer to work more shifts as opposed to just switching. So I thought at first I was doing you, not doing a favor, but I was like, well, Joe switched shifts with me, so he probably doesn't want to also work the shift that he switched. Once you made it clear,
I do.
Now, you've explained that to me now.
No, but
a couple times.
I'm fine with switching because I want to help you out. Because if you can't work a certain day, but you can work another day, because you got to get your money as well. So I'm like, you can work this day, and then I'll work that day, but then. I don't want to show up and then see somebody else working that shit.
No, I get it. And also,
not you.
Every time we switched, I fully intended to work the shift. And at the time, now less, but I had like a couple deadlines I was trying to meet. So I would get closer to when I had to leave for work. And I was like, there's just no way I'm going to be able to finish the stuff I have to do before I go there.
Yeah.
So that's when I would panic message someone to cover the shift.
Oh, all right.
That would be usually what would occur.
Right. And then you don't come eat after ever. Have you ever? This is our diner time right now.
I know. Well,
this is you and me at the diner. So you can order anything you want. What do you want, a club?
Which diner are we at?
We're at Mel's. Aaron will make it.
Aaron will make it?
Yeah, skillet, pancakes.
What about the thing from Taco Bell?
Smash burger.
We're talking about.
No, we don't have that. We gotta.
Well, I'd probably get.
No,
something
we do
lame.
have that. Sorry, I should yes and.
I'll get a Cobb salad. Can I get a Cobb salad? Okay. Sometimes you guys go and I'm either still working, or the couple times you guys have gone, I couldn't go because one time specifically I had an early flight in the morning.
Okay. I mean, I try to go every night.
Well, but also I think one of these
It's
is
like pulling teeth.
You got to tell me you're going, and you got to tell me you need a ride. No, you don't. Maybe you think I'm going to say no, so you haven't asked me.
Okay.
And I might say no again, or I might say yes.
Okay, fine. Your Instagram handle is, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
All lowercase, one word. Places I took a shit this year.
That is correct.
Is that correct?
That's correct. That's my Instagram handle, yes.
Could possibly be the greatest Instagram handle that there is.
Thank you. That's really nice
Why?
of you to say.
Why? How did you come up with that?
When I got Instagram,
because it's pretty incredible.
Thank you. It's also, I have a not dirty OnlyFans, and it's that as well. There's nothing sexual on my OnlyFans. But,
what is it?
Well, I started it as a joke.
Oh, okay.
But it was, at first it was MRI
You put like
images.
bits on there?
No, I had some
MRI.
some creepy guy asked me if I was going to get an OnlyFans, and I had just gotten an MRI of my boobs for like just a breast cancer test,
Right.
which is routine. Nothing is wrong. But so I uploaded those photos and was like, hey, you have to pay, but I got an OnlyFans just so that he would give me money. And so I still post photos where the title's really dirty, but I'll be like, oh, I'm all dirty late at night, and it's a picture of me cleaning up glasses at work. So like, but that's also a place I took a shit this year. But
yeah, how'd you come up with places I took shit this year?
When I got Instagram, I hadn't started stand up, and I was working as a production assistant where I was at the same place for like 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I thought I made that my name because the only time I took pictures was in the bathroom, because I thought it'd be funny that it sounds like place I took a shit this year is a lot of places, but in my head I was like, oh, I'll take all my pictures in the work bathroom, the same work bathroom. And that was kind of...
Oh, so you didn't shit...
No.
In multiple places?
No, I was like the
I thought
joke...
that's what it referred to. It's like, hey, I'll shit wherever I am.
That's what
I'll shit here, I'll shit there, I'll shit everywhere.
I wish that was the case.
I don't shit. I don't like doing public shitting anymore.
Anymore? You used to like it?
Well, I mean, I just, I don't know. I wouldn't mind, I guess.
Yeah, and now you wait?
Yeah, I go before I leave You know, I schedule it.
You schedule it.
Not schedule it, but I mean, as an adult, you pay attention to more, like when you're gonna do your bowel movements. I feel like when you're younger, you just kind of
You're just shitting anywhere.
You're not thinking about that kind of stuff.
No, I
as
think,
you get older, you pay more attention to, like when you're eating fiber and you know.
Yeah, you want to make sure you have a healthy. I wish it was that I was traveling and shitting anywhere, but at the time I was like, the joke is it's the same place the whole time.
I gotcha. Yeah,
that was kind of, and I wasn't even
fun.
really shitting that much at work because I didn't really want to do that.
Yeah, I gotcha. But yeah, it's a great Instagram name.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So now you have a boyfriend that's not a comic, right?
That's correct.
But you have dated comics?
I have dated comics.
Yeah. I feel like now, I always said that I wouldn't, but I feel like I'm going to end up with a comic.
You think so?
I think so. I don't know. It's hard to imagine because it's like, it's hard to meet people and then also like no one's setting up comedians.
Yeah, they're a hard sell.
There's no girl who's like says to her other girlfriends like, "Hey, do you know any stand-up comics?"
Yeah.
Do you know any guys that are like severely mentally ill that I can go out with?
It is.
Do you know
hard
anybody
sell.
that has their shit completely apart? Usually, guys have their shit together. Do you know anyone that has it apart in a million pieces?
I have a pack of girlfriends.
Get some of that?
I have a pack of girlfriends from high school,
Yeah.
and some are single, and they'll sometimes be like, let me know if you guys know anyone. And I always feel bad because I know a lot of male comedians that I do love, but I'm like, this would ruin both of their lives.
You don't even suggest it.
No, well, it would suck for both of you guys because my friends who aren't involved in comedy have normal expectations of a relationship that I feel like when you date a comedian, regardless of gender, you kind of have to roll with. They're always busy at night. They work late.
Yeah.
They're nocturnal. They go out of town a lot.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't think that my friends would be able to deal with that.
Right.
And then on the comedian side, I don't think that they would like the expectations of my girlfriends.
Yeah,
so
that's why I
don't
think it would be tough.
Yeah.
But, well, you're making it work, it seems like.
Yeah.
With some normie.
With a normal man.
What does he do? Does he work at Taco Bell?
It would be good for you guys if he did.
Does he squirt the meat gun?
No, but
in
he
the
does
back?
that when he comes home. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. I'll high five that.
He does. He's kind of a jack of all trades. He owns. He moved to LA after he like owns and worked at a bar in New York for like 5 years, and then moved to LA. But he still
Oh, cool.
like co-owns it.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
fun. Logan Guntzelman is your name.
That is
You
correct.
sound like you play linebacker at the University of Iowa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a strong masculine name.
Yeah.
That's what my parents were going for.
Yeah, you sound like the captain of the defense.
Thank you. Do they have
But
a lot
it's
of
a cool-
responsibility?
Yeah, you're calling the plays.
That's what the captain. I don't know anything really about football except for when they throw the little flag in the air. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, you know how they call plays on offense in the huddle?
They
do the
also do
same
that
thing
for
on
a defense.
Yeah.
But how do they call the plays if they're defending? Aren't they
they
aren't
just
they
talk
responding?
about how they're going to line up, basically.
They line up differently?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they can. I mean, the secondary especially.
Is that like
the
the second
linebackers
line?
in the secondary. Yeah.
Did you play football?
Yeah.
Were you defense?
I played offense and defense.
What was your favorite?
I really... Yeah, because I played quarterback. Defense is fun. I really liked defense. It's fun tackling people.
That's what. Whenever I played any sports, I was always defense. But I also felt like that's where they put the people that weren't as good.
No.
In my case, yes.
And what
I was
sport?
I played soccer and field hockey, and I always was left back in both because I'm left-handed. So they thought, "Ooh, we're getting a
Left
really
back, like they left you behind that you didn't
Yeah.
get on the bus.
Exactly. That's what happened, Joe.
Well, yeah, field hockey. Yeah, I don't know much about that.
The people playing don't either. Nobody really. We only played because you got to wear a plaid skirt, and we thought the uniforms were cute.
Okay, but what kind of ball is it?
It's about the size of a lacrosse ball, but it's really hard plastic.
Yeah.
Like I still have a dent in my shin. My bone got hit by a ball really hard. Yeah, it's like a really dense, hard plastic lacrosse ball.
And I'm trying to picture the stick. Is it like a regular hockey stick, but like a shorter?
No, it looks like a little J. It's really short and curved. And you play squatting down, and you can only hit on one side. So when you dribble, you actually turn the stick all the way around to dribble.
But you don't pick it up. It's on it stays on the ground.
It stays on the ground.
It's not like lacrosse where you scoop it.
No.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure that's a move that people who are better than me could probably chip it up.
Like the Adam Banks of field hockey.
Who's that?
Sorry, it's a weird reference.
Is
It's a Mighty Ducks reference.
Oh, I haven't seen Mighty Ducks in a while.
He was like, the most skilled player.
And he would scoop it over their stick and
Yeah, somebody's having a one-on-one basketball game out here in the hallway.
Well, they heard us talking about sports. They got excited.
Yeah. So,
but yes, my name is masculine. That was on purpose.
No, it's cool. It's a good name. I know a few Logans.
Really?
Yeah, the other ones are men. But it's a good name.
They're nice?
Yeah. Now, are you into fast food?
You're going to get mad.
You're going to say no, it's fine.
I would rather go to a gas station. My late night vice is a 7-Eleven or a gas station as opposed to a fast food restaurant.
Oh, come on.
I would rather get a bunch of snacks than a fast food meal. I love snacks.
Like what?
I'll get trail mix, perhaps a fun chip.
What's a fun chip?
Like a fun,
Oh, I thought that was a kind of a chip.
No, it's
like Fun Dip.
Yeah, no, it's Sun Chip's new. They're trying to appeal to the youth. It's Fun Chip. I made that up. It's
okay. Well, I believe it. It's a good name for a chip. Let's start that.
Yesterday, I had a Cheez-It Snapped for the first time. I had never had one of those.
Yeah, I think we have those at work now. We have snacks in the back. See, I get my snack fill at work in the back closet.
But then sometimes I'll just get those for my ride home. That'll be my move. I do like Arby's, but everyone thinks that's weird.
Arby's? Yeah, that's I think Harlan Williams goes there.
I have always been a fan of Arby's.
Yeah.
They're
so
good.
If that's your fast food choice, you're going with Arby's.
I'm going with Arby's, yeah.
We're just not talking Wendy's here.
When I was...
we're not talking Taco Bell. We're not...
Can I tell you something?
You're from California, right?
I'm from California.
L.A.?
I'm from L.A., yeah.
So what about Del Taco?
Can I tell you something that's going to upset you?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
Don't say it.
I don't
What?
like Taco Bell. I actively dislike it.
All right, that's the end of it.
When you guys were talking, I was like, don't tell them this.
Why? What is it?
I had
Aaron, can you believe this, man?
I'm really sorry.
I believe it. I mean, people, everyone's got their thing.
Yeah.
The weird thing is I loved McDonald's breakfast growing up, but when I was younger, that was around the time that that kid died eating Jack in the Box. I don't know if you remember this. It happened in California, so it was a big deal in California.
No, we didn't hear about this where I was.
And my mom, being I don't know if it's just that she's an anxious Jewish mother, just a regular mom, she freaked out and wouldn't take us to get fast food anymore. My dad would take us in secret if we had time to go to McDonald's.
They said he had E. coli.
He got E. coli.
Yeah, it was a big E. coli outbreak.
We would we would avoid fast food and we would go
all right, yeah, that's understandable.
to a donut shop where you can get a bagel. That was what my dad would do instead.
Like a Winchell's?
Yeah, or the ones that aren't really chains but are on every corner.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. So we did that more. So I feel like a big part of loving fast food is either you had it a lot when you were drunk or when you were little, so there's nostalgia tied to it. So I kind of miss the nostalgia for most of it. So I just don't I don't like it
All right,
as
that's
much.
fine.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in the valley?
I did grow up in the
Okay.
valley. Yeah. So.
Nice. All right. Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's, I
like the
it's a little
cinnamon twists.
heartbreaking,
The cinnamon twists I liked.
from Taco Bell. Yeah, theirs are good. Yeah, I mean, everything's good there. So
Did you know that's
I
pasta?
don't really know there's not to like. I mean, I could see that.
That's what it is. They deep fry pasta.
Interesting.
I'm immediately downing myself. But
How do you know that?
I read it. I like to keep up with fast food news.
All right. Yeah, that's interesting. What about TV shows? Have you watched sitcoms in your life?
A lot of sitcoms, yes. I love sitcoms.
Okay, well, I got news for you. We do like brackets here
Okay.
of like playoffs,
Ooh, okay.
and we have a TV sitcom bracket. Mm-hmm. Aaron, are you aware that it came through the wire?
I am not.
It's here.
Oh, I thought you meant the show The Wire, but
No. So we do these things where there's like seedings 1 through 8,
okay.
and we're going to decide. Like we've done it mostly with foods.
Okay.
Like we've done breakfast, we've done drinks.
What's the number one breakfast item?
Oh wait, no, we didn't do breakfast.
We haven't finished that yet, or haven't had that one yet. Actually, just according to Snopes, Taco Bell cinnamon twists are not pasta.
Well,
Nice going.
so what are they made of?
I mean, it's probably
It's not deep fried rotini pasta, that's for sure.
I knew it wasn't rotini, but I thought it was.
Yeah, it's bigger than rotini.
The egg pasta that's sometimes in chicken noodle soup. That's kind of
Yeah.
twisty. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're
It looks a
talking about.
lot like that. And I read
Yeah.
somewhere that it was pasta, but it's okay if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think seems like there was a lot of online rumors about it, but
Well, that's a lot like the Zenku chicken garlic sauce.
What's that rumor?
Well, people would be trying to figure out the recipe for years, and then someone said the secret ingredient was mashed potato, and then that was debunked. But that was a big fight on the internet, I remember.
Yeah, Zanku Chicken, a Mediterranean restaurant. For those unfamiliar, we have listeners from all over the world, so we have to clear it up.
Yeah, it's like falafel.
We've got a fan in Malta.
Wow.
You probably don't even know what that is.
Yeah, is that an island or like a country?
Yeah, it's both actually.
It's an island country?
Yeah, it's south of Italy.
Did you know that before you got this fan or after?
Yeah, shit. What do you think you're talking to over here?
You know a lot of geography?
Probably, yeah. Well, no. Okay, so we've had like bakery items, we've had snack brackets, we've had grilled meats.
Okay.
And now this is our first one that's not like a food related thing, so we could catch some heat.
Okay.
Because this is not really my area expertise. So Aaron, yes, this came in from Sky God 2000, and he said, "Sorry for deleting the original TV sitcom bracket. I decided to consult sitcom expert Michael regarding the seating." Wow, so we have an expert panel here.
Okay.
I now present to you the sitcom TV bracket.
Okay.
Are you okay with picking the winners here of these?
So you're giving me the options.
Yeah, I'm giving you the options.
Yeah. I'm ready.
So the first matchup, I'll say the matchups. It's the number 1 seed is Cheers versus number 8 seed That 70s Show.
Okay.
We have a number 2 seed Seinfeld versus number 7 Friends.
Okay.
Next one is number 3 Everybody Loves Raymond versus number 6 2.5 Men.
Okay.
And then we have number 4 MASH versus number 5 Frasier. And then he says, did not include The Office because of a lack of a laugh track.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's... are you familiar with all these shows?
I am familiar. I've watched some more than others.
Same, yeah.
But so my question, which is unfair, I'm sure this person, I'm wondering what his metric is for deciding these seedings.
Well, that's up to us, Logan, isn't it?
It's up to us to decide, because I feel like it's,
to decide the seatings.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's out
I feel
of our
two
control.
Seinfeld versus 7 Friends. I feel like someone is just saying they don't like Friends, making Friends 7 on a sitcom bracket.
We can only control what we can control here.
That's true. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
So we just have to go with it.
Okay.
The committee has spoken.
Okay.
And we just have to.
So do you go first, or do I?
Well, yeah, we'll tackle it.
Okay.
Usually, Aaron, I'll let you take it over. Usually, Aaron distributes it.
Oh, okay.
Did you find the comment?
It's in the YouTube comments?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to take Aaron's job. This is his.
No, yeah, I'm against taking people's jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it. Let me go to the wide shot so I can focus. Okay. All right, so we got number 1, Cheers, versus number 8, That 70s Show.
Okay, now I've already said, I've made it clear that my 2 favorite shows ever, sitcom-wise, are Seinfeld and That 70s Show.
Really?
So, for me, That 70s Show is tough to beat.
See,
Where are you at here?
I've barely watched That 70s Show. I love Cheers. And I also think Cheers, because that one was
I let
surprising.
out outside because I'm going to get taken out here. Go ahead.
But for the longevity of it.
Yeah, you guys can convince me, because I know Aaron's going to pick Cheers too.
And it's
so
also,
let me hear the arguments for Cheers.
It did everything, maybe not first, but pretty close to first at a time when sitcoms became big, and it did it really well. And I also think that sitcoms, at least in my head, I love older ones because it feels more like true to that format of, it's almost like you're watching a 1-act play for 25 minutes, and like almost every episode of Cheers takes place in one, like the set is the bar.
Sure. Yeah, that is impressive. Now, when you say they did it well, what is it?
Sitcoms are kind of unique in that, like he mentioned, that there's the laugh track, or it's a live audience. It's a weird kind of acting.
Yeah, that's why the audience, the Office isn't included in this.
Yeah, it's just like it's always winking at the audience, or it's a weird way of performing, it seems like.
Sure. So now these are best of 7 series.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to say who would win and by how many. Like, you have to, like, best of 7, so you have to win 4 games to win. You have to win.
But I also feel like you have to sell me on That 70s Show, because I never really watched it.
Oh, yeah. You want me to sell you on it?
Yeah.
I can. So the thing about That 70s Show is I found it to be hilarious. Mm-hmm. It's one of those shows where every character is funny. Mm-hmm. And they're all different types of characters. Mm-hmm. Different ages, different looks to them. The girls, some of the younger girls, the older. And I mentioned Kitty last time, but also Midge, who is Donna's mother, was also hilarious. And then you just have, you have all these different personalities, and they were just all funny.
Was it good the whole time, or did it ever dip in quality?
Okay, see, now that,
because Cheers did too. I'm not saying Cheers didn't, but I'm just curious.
But that's the thing. Once Eric left, it became a different show. And then I think even Kelso left. See, I'm talking about Topher Grace
and Ashton Kutcher, right?
Ashton Kutcher's Kelso. Mm-hmm. And I think they were both off it towards the end, and that really changed the whole dynamic of the show. So that could be an argument for Cheers.
Well, Cheers had a big change up too, where Shelley Long, who played Diane, she left.
She was at the beginning.
Kirstie Alley came in, and also the guy who played Coach, he died, and that's when Woody Harrelson came in.
He died in real life?
He died in real life, yeah. And everyone loves Woody Harrelson, but I loved the Coach seasons. I was a big, I love Coach.
All right, so what are you picking now?
I mean, I'm picking Cheers, but I also think that mostly it's tied to the fact that I've watched a lot of Cheers and love it. I think.
But you made good points for Cheers as well. So what would you say?
Like you wouldn't have the relationship, the tension that you might have had in that 70s. Sam and Diane did it first. Do you know what I mean? Before all these other shows, that was
they were
original.
They were just this Citizen Kane of
of romantic comedy sitcom relationships.
All right, so pick a
Cheers.
by how much?
They have to win at 4.
4.
Right?
Yeah, it's best of 7.
I'm gonna say 5.
So they
Is
win
that-
4-1. You're giving that 70 show 1 game.
Okay, then 6. Am I doing it wrong?
No,
I want them to win. They win 5 games, and that 70 show wins 2.
they win 4.
4 and 2. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, whatever you guys said.
Yeah. All right, let's hear from Aaron on this.
Logan made some great points about Cheers. Also, there's the show that 70s show famously had a spin-off, that 80s show, which is terrible,
And now they have that 90s show.
and that 90s show, I don't know if that's any good.
Right.
But obviously Cheers had the ultimate spin-off, Frasier, which ran almost another 10 years. So.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good testament to what Cheers. Oh, wow, yeah.
And it's also a show. Cheers is a show about adults, and that 70s show is a parody of 70s sitcoms, but it's also about kids. And I'm 40. I don't give a shit about kids anymore, and I didn't when that 70s show was on, to be quite honest.
Well, I did.
And we're about the same age, so.
Well, what do you think? Cheers.
I'll give that 70s show 2 games just out of respect to you, but.
That's
I
it
think
was
it's
respect to you that I said that. I would have said
respect.
sweep.
Respect.
If it was me and Aaron
me.
alone, I would have been like,
Respect
this isn't
me.
even a
Yeah,
contest.
I think it's a sweep, but
Yeah.
It's not.
out of respect to you, I will give them 2 games. I'll say 4-2. Cheers.
I mean, because I like comedy. I like laughing. It was a show I could laugh alone. I'm picking that 70s show in 6.
But what you're saying makes
But
me
I'm going to
think,
lose anyway. I'll advance Cheers. I'm not going to cowboy the show.
But so I'm picturing you sitting alone in your youth watching this show and connecting to it. And
Yeah,
it's less about like the quality and the argument that it's the greatest of all time, and more about which of these shows affected little Joe the most.
No, it's not about. Yeah, it affected me because I enjoyed it. I laughed.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my mom liked it because, as I said, the characters are different ages. Like you have the parents,
So that everyone has
kids.
someone to identify
Right.
with. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you would
guys,
have
get
that.
off my back.
You would have that with Cheers as well. Not so much age groups, even though
No,
there
it's
was a
all
range.
adults.
But there was a range. But there were characters you identified with, different whatever. What we can move on because I don't want to, But I felt.
All right, fine. Cheers advances against my wishes, but I respect Cheers. Yeah, they're number 1 for a reason. And honestly, the Frasier, that's actually a great
Yeah.
to have a spin-off
That
of a
was a good
show
point.
that's also another great show is basically unheard of. So
Yeah.
that's a good testament to Cheers. So I have no problem with Cheers going forward. All right, next matchup.
All right.
Okay.
Next matchup. Number 2, Seinfeld. Number 7, Friends.
Go ahead.
So this was the one where I think the person who made this bracket had a feeling about it, because I feel like if you're basing it off popularity, I don't know the numbers, but I feel like those shows were far closer together. Like Friends would have been
yeah.
a far higher seed in terms of popularity and longevity.
100%.
But I think in terms of joke quality and story, obviously people prefer Seinfeld. I feel like people are embarrassed to admit that they liked or watched Friends because with the passage of time, Seinfeld is just a cooler show to like.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, much like you with that 70s show, when I was younger, I would watch Friends and I was like, is this what being an adult in a relationship is like? And like, I really enjoyed that show.
And then Friends also, people would say, mirrored a lot of Seinfeld bits.
See, and I wasn't aware of this argument because at the
Some
time
would
I was
say stole.
I think Seinfeld is definitely the winner here, but I'm surprised that Friends is a 7th seed. That's what's shocking. I
That is
would
pretty
I would
low,
assume this
yeah.
face-off would happen
That's a
later
good
on
point.
after we knocked more shows out.
So, yeah, I think Seinfeld wins as well. I mean, Seinfeld is... the best show ever because it. I mean, they pretty much tackled every topic, like every life situation. They covered it in that show.
Yeah,
like anything that could happen to a human, any kind of predicament whatsoever, they did them all.
Yeah,
and it's rewatchable. It's always funny. The parents are funny. You know, the side characters. You've got Newman. You know, you have legendary characters like the Soup Nazi and Jackie Childs, who played like the Johnny Cochran type lawyer. I mean, yeah, it's I would say Seinfeld wins it, and I do give Friends some respect. It was fun. They had a good run. It was funny, good chemistry. But I'll say Seinfeld wins 4-2.
okay.
What about you?
I feel like I'm doing the math wrong. So can I say? No, I think 4-2 is right. I was going to say 5-1. Like I would say Friends wins the first game and makes everybody nervous, and then right after that, Seinfeld just sweeps.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see
think.
Friends jumping out to a early lead.
Because especially in the early first seasons when all of them are super hot, it's like they're super hot and funny, which I feel like is what people like about the Marvel movies now. Like that they can do, they're kind of superheroes who also have funny things to say. Like it's a fun, hot fantasy. But then I think Seinfeld wins everything after the first one.
All right. Yeah, because because it's best of 7. So so if you win one game, someone else wins a game, it's 1-1. Once you get to 4, you're now at the majority of the series.
Yeah.
So when you've won 3 games, that's why you just need to win 4. Because once you get to 4,
so could I say in 5 games?
Yeah.
But
so
the first,
in your pick, it would be Seinfeld wins 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron, how about you?
I mean, like you said, it should be a lot closer than it is, and I think for that reason alone, I give Seinfeld wins, but it goes all the way to Game 7.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fair as well. I mean,
that is
I mean, Friends. They were a juggernaut for a while, and they have good side characters also.
And
there's literally an exhibit, like a piece of the Warner Brothers lot is dedicated to having that set. And
and there are a couple episodes that I think are, when you're talking about the sitcom format, like I just really like and pay attention to when the entire episode happens kind of in one location, but you don't feel like it drags on. They do such a good job with the dialogue and the situation that you're not like, man, we haven't moved from this room. And there are a couple episodes of that where like it's all in one place and they just do a really good job.
Yeah. And I had some complaints with it. I remember a friend would say, the show started to get annoying because now they're not friends anymore. They're all getting romantically involved. So it's not Friends.
Yeah.
So
I do think that's something of a pet peeve of mine, of any show where you really want some characters to get together and then they finally have them get together and they find like a stupid way to have them break up.
Yeah.
I'm like, just don't, then make me wait longer for them to get together, because you want to believe that they're going to stay together once they do. So it's annoying and undercuts how much they actually, in theory, like each other if they break up for a stupid reason.
Right.
Yeah, at one point, Ross and Rachel have a one-night stand, and they have a baby from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet they're still not together till the very end.
Yeah.
Which also, anytime a show has a baby, I'm like, okay, we don't need this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is it even a baby, or is it just like a doll?
Well, they barely ever show, like, it's the
like,
classic sitcom thing of they have a baby, they're fake pregnant, and then they're holding a thing in blankets like once every 5 episodes.
Yeah. All right, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But Friends did work in Tom Selleck really, really well.
Sure.
Tom Selleck is great in Friends.
Yeah. All right, next matchup is, I believe it's, oh shit, I clicked on something wrong here. Where'd it go? Okay. Everybody Loves Raymond, number 3 versus number 6, 2.5 Men.
I mean, I'm wearing the shirt. You know, I mean, I like I respect Ray Romano a lot as a comedian. Brad Garrett has done a lot for the comedy world, has a comedy club in Vegas.
That's true.
They were great on that show. It was a very funny show. My parents loved it. That weighs heavily in this decision as well. Again, like Marie here and Frank were, they were brilliant on the show in every way. Marie portrayed a Italian grandmother like flawlessly. Just the level of love and attachment that she had to her children was just brilliant. And 2.5 Men. Yeah, I've watched enough of it. I didn't follow it for years, but I watched enough episodes and it was like, yeah, it's funny. It's a bit like raunchy, I
didn't know that, because I would assume with the half men with the child, it wouldn't be as raunchy. I've also never watched a full episode of 2.5 Men.
Well, not like so raunch, but like Charlie plays like a ladies' man,
Yeah. He's a man about town.
And then you have the dorky brother.
Okay.
And then his son, it's the brother's son. What is it? John Cryer, is that his name?
Yeah.
Pretty good show. It was funny. The writing was good.
Okay.
But Everybody Loves Raymond just, to me, is just more, I think, resonates with more people and just a better show all around. But I'll give some respect to 2.5 Men. I'll say, this is another 6 gamer. I say Everybody Loves Raymond 4-2 winner.
You're a lot nicer about 2.5 Men, and maybe it's just because I haven't watched it and my judgment is clouded, but I would say Everybody Loves Raymond wins the whole thing. I think 2.5 Men.
Like a sweep?
Well, yeah, I just think it's only included because it's the modern day equivalent of these, like the once you're in the sitcom format.
Yeah.
But I think also, again, no, I'm talking out of my ass. I've never watched it, but I also never cared to watch it. And Everybody Loves Raymond, I think, yeah, I just...
But that's, what do you call it? That says something for Everybody Loves Raymond, though. Did you watch Raymond?
I watched Everybody Loves Raymond.
So you didn't even want to watch 2.5 Men.
Yeah. So I think that Everybody Loves Raymond is a better... Like, my only memory... Or no, never mind.
There's a lot of beautiful women on 2.5 Men. He had a lot of...
But is that not factoring into your decision?
No, well, I'm giving them 2 games for a reason. Maybe that's
because of their cheerleaders. Is that why? The hot women on the show.
Well, they were like Charlie's girlfriends.
Well, no, I know.
What do you mean cheerleaders?
Well, I was trying to make an analogy because it's a game.
Oh, to sports. Yeah,
it's a sports
sure.
analogy.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
but are you calling a sweep here for Raymond?
Well, I get nervous because I don't know
the Barone family taking it to them.
But see. There we go. Do you know what's
their last name on that show?
That's my point. You don't even know the last name. All you know about 2.5 Men is Charlie Sheen left.
If I think of it, I could.
And Ashton Kutcher replaced him.
What's her name? Aaron, you remember their last name on the show?
I don't off the top of my head.
Seinfeld?
Yeah,
is it Seinfeld?
No.
That'd be hilarious.
All right, so you're calling a sweep or what? No one's going to be offended. What are the
Chuck Lorre fans out there?
Yeah, is Chuck Lorre going to write in?
I think it's going to be, I think that 2.5 Men, everyone is going to expect stuff from them, that it's going to go better for them, and then I think they're going to lose every single one. I don't know a sports team to compare it to because I don't, but
okay.
One that just really shits the bed during the finals.
So what's the...
they win all of them.
Sweep, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron?
Yeah, definitely Everybody Loves Raymond wins this round. I think it's maybe 4-1. I think the 2 best characters on 2.5 Men aren't the 2 or the half man. It's the housekeeper.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Berta, I think is her name.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to her. And Melanie Linsky as the stalker, as Charlie's stalker. are the two best characters on that show.
Okay.
John Cryer's a great guy, so I give him a game for that. But as a sitcom, it's like, eh.
Well, it's also interesting they skipped a lot of, like a surprising omission, but maybe it wasn't that popular, is Will and Grace. That's not on this list at all.
Oh, yeah, that's a...
Well, we'll get into it in a second, I think.
Oh, okay,
But
sorry.
let's-
So I don't-
I'm getting ahead of myself.
I don't think we've had a upset yet here. What is the... Okay, so we've got one more matchup.
Yeah, what are we saying finally for that one? Definitely Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, yeah, I 4-2.
Okay, you're giving them 2. I don't really get it, but okay.
All right.
Last matchups, 4 MASH versus 5 Frasier. Although it's spelled wrong here. I'm gonna come right out the gates and say MASH doesn't belong on this list because if you're not gonna have The Office for no laugh track, MASH also did not have a laugh track. They added it at one point early on, which it's a single cam show. They added a laugh track to help people, and it didn't work, and they got rid of it again. So it never really had a laugh track. It never had a studio audience.
And I almost feel like this list was made of like shows that were insanely popular when network television was at its peak. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like all of these shows are just like MASH. Everyone knows the finale was watched by like
I think it's the most watched
a billion.
show
Yeah,
ever
the
or
most
something.
watched show,
So I think
and that's why
what
it's
made
on
this
there.
list.
It was for a while. Yeah, it's not anymore.
Yeah, it can't be anymore. But yeah, MASH...
Super Bowls have passed it. The Seinfeld finale passed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, who else passed it?
Seinfeld's finale, I believe, passed it.
I mean, the...
Wait, it's MASH and what's the other one? Sorry.
Frasier. Yeah,
Frasier.
yeah. I mean, MASH was one of those shows. I remember growing up; it was on a lot, and I would always see it on the TV guide, and I'd be like, "I'm not putting that on." I'll tell you that.
I even tried to rewatch it. Not rewatch it. I tried to watch it for the first time recently because I was
never
like,
watched
"This
an
show is."
episode.
I couldn't get through a single episode.
Yeah, I've seen a couple scenes. Like I flipped it on here and there just to like see what it was. Yeah, I just yeah, Frasier. I mean, I guess I'll give. I don't know. I feel disrespectful to sweep them.
Well, MASH
But
feels
Frasier
like
4-1.
MASH feels like a show, and again, you can pick actual sports situations that match what I'm saying. But MASH feels like they're coming in after winning some championships in the past, but they're an older team now.
Yeah, they're washed up. They don't have it anymore.
Yeah, and so it's like they're not even supposed to be in these finals.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're not even supposed to be on this bracket.
And Frasier's the 5 seed.
Yeah.
All right, so this will be the one upset we've got.
Yeah.
So what are you
Frasier.
going?
I'm gonna say Frasier.
We smoking them out of the water?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's disrespectful to the amount of people who enjoyed MASH.
Yeah, that's why I gave him 1 game. I don't want to sweep them, but you can.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't.
No, I think you're right. I mean, it had to have been popular for a reason. Just because it doesn't matter to any of us doesn't mean that there aren't people out there who are going to be like, "What are you talking about?"
Who was it? Alan Alda? Was he the main guy? Yeah.
Which I'll give him one because
give him props.
I read one fun fact on Alan Alda's Wikipedia page that how he met his wife. They were at a house party and someone dropped a cake on the floor and nobody would eat it except he grabbed a fork and a woman he didn't know grabbed a fork to eat the cake off the floor, and that's how he met his wife.
Oh, that's pretty beautiful.
So that's what I'll give him
I
one game
almost
for
want
that.
to give him 3 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, he gets a game for that.
Yeah.
It's the only one on this list that's a spin-off of a movie.
Oh, right.
That's it. Well, that's funny because it's spin-off versus spin-off.
Yeah.
Frasier and...
I mean, I'm going to say Aaron's going to call a sweep here.
Yeah, I'm calling a sweep.
Yeah, Aaron doesn't show mercy.
I mean,
Sweep town.
when I hear the first 3 notes of the MASH theme song, which is called "Suicide is Painless,"
That's the name of the theme song?
yeah, there's no lyrics on the show itself, but there are lyrics to the song, and it's called "Suicide is Painless."
That seems shocking
I don't
based
like-
on the time period
Yeah, I don't
it
like
came out.
that.
Yeah. Well, that's why they didn't have the lyrics.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I would hear those first 3 notes like doon 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 or whatever the hell, and immediately change the channel. I'm out. I can't even look at this thing.
Well,
All right. 4-0?
yeah.
Okay.
but I also feel like a lot of older shows, like I watched a movie called The First Wives Club that's like in the 90s.
I remember
And
that.
I feel like a long time ago, like suicide was treated more. It was used as a convention in stories more because it was less like if it was happening, it wasn't talked about as much. Like I feel like they would use it like in this show, The First Wives Club, or the movie, they all come together because one of them kills themselves, and it's like a fun, light romp.
Oh.
That's how it starts. So I feel like a long time ago, it was like, oh, it's funny, we'll call this Suicide is Painless. Like, this doesn't actually affect people's lives, and now the world is, kind of a hellscape, and I feel like it's more real for people.
Yeah, it's wild. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, we got a good semifinals coming up. Mm-hmm. So we have Cheers, Seinfeld.
Cheers versus Seinfeld?
Well, yeah, I think
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It should be.
Well, yeah. How did the reseed? Well, the reseed will probably be Cheers versus Frasier, and then
that's a tough one.
And then Seinfeld versus Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah, that's father versus
son. Cheers
right
versus Frasier would be a good championship, but I think that's how the brackets go. If I know my numbers.
Now, if the 4 seed had been instead of MASH had been Night Court, whole different ballgame.
That one is out again.
Yeah, it's been rebooted again.
And that was Will and Grace. Yeah, I mean, an argument could be certainly made for that show as well.
Golden Girls.
Yeah, that's crazy. Golden Girls isn't on there.
Yeah. He could do a whole nother conference if he wanted.
Yeah, this is one of those.
You could do a March Madness.
It could have been two conferences. Yeah, like how we did with the grilled meats.
Interesting.
Who do you think won that one? It was hot dogs versus hamburgers in the championship.
That was the championship?
Who do you think won? There is a winner. There's a right answer.
This is me just going off my... I think a lot of people want to say hamburger, but it was hot dog.
No.
It was hamburger?
Yeah, burger won.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this is competition.
I just think even within burger, there's more brackets, whereas hot dog is just kind of, like there's a smash burger, there's a thick burger, there's like your outdoor grill burger versus like if you're grilling a hot dog, you're grilling a hot dog.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It has to be on the grill. But listen, we're not going to rehash stuff. Okay,
do you want to hear a snack I used to like making for myself?
Yeah, please. I would love that kind of stuff.
I would burn a hot dog. I like it burnt. And I would slice it into little coins, and I'd put a little pile of ketchup and mustard, and I would just take the little coins and I would dip it in the ketchup and mustard.
Coins?
I like to slice them really tiny little burnt-ass coins.
You're talking like charred on the grill? Like
charred.
You would just...
Whenever we would grill, I would be like, please... I would like to burn my hot dog, cut it up. Don't even give me a bun. I just want these little coins on a plate that I can dip, like little chips and dip.
Like it was burned, but not like you'd still cut it? Because I feel like if it's really burned, you can't even.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like
the
inside was still pink and nice, but it just had that black edge when you cut it.
Yeah, all right, nice.
Thank you.
And you dip it in ketchup and mustard. Yeah, it's a fun snack.
Yeah, it's a fun little. I'd sit in front of the TV still in a bathing suit, you know what I mean? And just eat those little coins.
It was a fun game. Me, my brother, and sister would play. We'd play the surprise game where we would, it would be someone would bring in. We all took turns making a snack.
Ooh.
So
I don't think I've ever seen you surprised. Can you show me what you are like surprised? It's an acting exercise.
Well, we weren't like, whoa, look at that. It was just like, you don't know what it's going to be. I'm going to bring you a snack, and you're not aware of what it is. I don't know. I don't get surprised. I don't know.
Would
be surprised? What would that be? I don't know. Whoa.
Okay, be unpleasantly surprised now. That you seemed happy.
Yeah, I was happy.
I know, but give me I spilled I turned in a car and spilled a drink everywhere. I'm surprised.
Okay,
okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
We got to throw you a surprise party just to see the reaction.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 40 next year.
Oh my God! So we definitely got to throw you a surprise party.
How old are you?
33.
Oh, okay. What? All right. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything. I shouldn't say anything.
No, you can say it. You thought I was older?
Well, no, I was like, I guess I wasn't that sure, but I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense.
I would have thought 35 would have been the limit that I thought, just because I've known you for
We
a
have
long
known each
time.
other for like a decade.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. You're like Ahmed and Chase.
Mm-hmm.
When Ahmed was on here, I called him the male Chase Bernstein.
I could see that.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like I guess
Demeanor?
in my life, as far as people that I've known for a long time and have done comedy with. So also on the show, Logan, we do that stuff. We get emails that we'll respond to. And yeah, we'll do a couple of those and then we'll wrap it up. So how's that sound?
I'm happy. Whatever your plan is, I'm along for the ride.
Yeah, you pretty much have to be. This is my show.
Yeah, I'm not going to be
You're
like,
not going to
that doesn't
suggest
sound
something
good.
and be like, oh yeah, let's do that. You use Logan code.
That wouldn't even make sense.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So reminder, you could email me here at joecodepodcast@gmail.com. Also, don't forget, book me on Cameo for a fun time. I'm on there. Yeah, those are
That's cool.
Do you do those?
No, but I got a really good cameo for my birthday.
Oh, nice. From who?
Do you remember the really old, well, it's not that old, but it's like one of the first viral videos of that guy doing the flea market Montgomery? Yeah. The flea market Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Living rooms, bedroom. Well, it's an old YouTube video that I watch all the time. So my boyfriend got me a cameo
From that guy?
And in the video, he keeps calling me Lauren because I don't think he could understand why a man would be buying something for another man named Logan.
Nice.
Yeah, so he sings me happy birthday.
Cool.
But now I know I can get a cameo from...
Yeah.
I'm going to get a cameo of you for your 40th birthday. I'm going to have you do it for yourself.
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay.
All right, and then also you could join the Patreon for $2 a month at patreon.com/JoeCodePodcasts. Emails, main topics are food, beer, and men. But we do take any topic you prefer.
What do you mean by men? Like, what's an email about men that you get?
Just things having to do with men, like men are cool and
Okay.
stuff, like connecting with men and
Okay.
like I've always met, like guys, you meet guys and you're like, man, I really connected with this person.
And
That's always happened to me with men.
Only with men,
Not
never
with women.
Not with women.
Which is
Do you think we're
why
not
I'm
connecting?
single, I guess.
Do you think they would? But beyond a romantic way, do you just feel it's easier to talk to a man?
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah.
Yeah. What about but you grew up with a sister, right?
Yeah.
Is your brother the same way, or is it more you than them? That it's easier to connect with men versus people who are not men?
It's probably just me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could talk to women. You're here. I'm talking to you, aren't I?
Yeah, no,
I just mean as far as
we're having a flow of conversation.
Like I'll meet people in life where you're like, oh man, this person, I feel like I've known them like my whole, well, I shouldn't say that. It's happened, I guess.
But I get what you're saying.
But typically it's more with men. We're like, oh man, I feel like I know this guy. And
yeah.
Like I just feel a strong connection.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's true across. I've had quicker friendships build with women.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we just have a few emails here. And I have the long one from Michael, who wrote us a sitcom. We'll see if we can
He wrote a whole sitcom?
Well, he wrote like a couple scenes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and then we also have another bracket that I got via email that we'll have to get to next time. A cuisine bracket.
Ooh, that's a good one.
From Evan. Aaron, get a load of this. Hi, Joe. Here's another food bracket for you. I've been debating this with my wife for some time and would love to get upset when you inexplicably pick German food to upset Greek food in the quarterfinal. Thanks, Evan. Well, I do want to read the matchups, and we will tackle these on a future episode. The first bracket is the Guy Fieri Memorial Bracket. Number 1, Mexican versus number 8, Filipino.
Interesting.
And he puts in parentheses, they won the play-in series over British food, but it was close. Next matchup, number 4, Indian versus number 5, Soul Food.
But that's number 4? Not 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is just how the bracket
Oh, okay.
is. Next matchup, number 2, Greek versus number 7, Korean Barbecue. Ooh. Potential upset brewing.
Not for me, but I respect the battle.
And then number 3, Thai versus number 6, German.
I don't think German should even be on this list. And my last name's Guntzelman. I like German food, but that's not even a cuisine.
Well, I mean, there's another bracket here as well. So you've got to pick 16 different.
Oh, okay.
The other bracket is the Bobby Flay Memorial Bracket. Number 1 seed, Japanese, versus number 8, Scandinavian.
Get out of here.
All right, there's parentheses here, so there's an explanation. He says, okay, Scandinavian, parentheses, some have said this seed should have gone to Moroccan food, but they choked at the end of the season. Yeah, so you got to...
Scandinavian, the only thing
when it comes down to it at
Swedish
the end...
meatballs.
Well, when you're at the end of the season, you got to show some poise. You can't choke.
Okay.
So they coughed it up. All right, next seed is number 4, Colombian versus number 5, French.
Okay.
Then we have number 2, Italian versus number 7, Spanish. And then we have lastly, we have number 3, Chinese versus number 6, Brazilian churrasco.
That's like fogo de chao, like where they cut
I
the
guess,
meat off
yeah. I
it.
don't know what churrasco is referring to.
That's
but
like the meat on a
that
stick.
is the okay.
Yeah.
That's what that is. So yeah, that's a fun bracket there, Evan. Thanks a lot. We will tackle that.
I'm glad we're not doing it because I have a lot of. I think,
Yeah, we don't have enough
Evan
time.
fucked these up. I think Evan fucked all these up. How's Italian? Italian should be 1.
I would have
sure.
thought Italian would be the number 1 seed there. Yeah, Mexican's
Japanese
number 1
shouldn't be
the
above
bracket.
Chinese just because in terms of, I feel like Chinese is so much more widespread, or at least people's concept of Chinese. And then there's also stuff that's different within Chinese, or like Japanese. Are you talking like benihana? Or are you talking like sushi?
Spanish number 7 seems low.
But also like what, tapas? What's
I don't even know.
Besides
like, number 4,
paella, what
Colombia.
else?
I don't know what Colombian food is.
I don't. I would have said more. There's like definitely Central American food that's different than Mexican food, but Colombian seems specific. Like I would go Cuban before I would necessarily go Colombian in terms of like a Cuban sandwich, like plantains, I don't really know.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll get to that.
Maybe Evan should resend a bracket that's better. Sorry, Evan, but I don't have a dog in this fight, so I can be rude to you.
All right, let's do this email now from Oliver. Okay, so Oliver is saying, a Taco Bell novice seeking guidance. Is it novice? Damn it.
Yeah.
I fucking hate reading wrong.
But
I had a whole facade facade debacle.
What?
You know what I mean?
When did you say... Well, normally, but that could have been their fault because facade is supposed to be spelled with the weird little C.
Yeah, thank you. It is their fault.
Yeah.
You're right,
The C
Logan.
with the
Thank
little goatee on it.
Yeah. Such bullshit. Trying to make a fool out of me on my own show. Okay. Taco Bell novice seeking guidance. Dear Joe, right, novice?
It is novice.
Okay. Dear Joe, as a fellow coder, that's the name of the fans. They call them coders.
Okay, I thought maybe you coded, like on a computer.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
As a fellow coder, I felt it my responsibility to partake in the Taco Bell spicy potato soft taco debate Wait, I think I read this one. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Sorry. We have a lot of emails about this same topic, so that's why.
Can I ask what it was just, if it's better with steak or ground beef? Was that the debate?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a fellow coder, I felt it my responsibility to partake in the Taco Bell spicy potato soft taco debate. Last night, I tried both the spicy potato soft taco with steak and sour cream and the spicy potato soft taco with ground beef and sour cream. Full disclosure, I have had limited Taco Bell experiences in my life. That said, I have full confidence in you and the fellow coders with recommendations on the topics of food, beer, and men. Needless to say, the steak add-on was far superior both in flavor and texture. Yeah. My dad said he thought ground beef was better. He's wrong.
Like, knowing nothing about this, I would say the steak has to be better.
Yeah, it has to.
Then
Just
you
has
actually
to.
taste steak
Yeah.
versus, like, it would just seem sort of like a weird, more potato mush.
Yeah, yeah. Please tally that vote accordingly. As a Taco Bell novice, yes, I got it. Guide me on the sauce options. There are several options to choose from, and I need you and Aaron's expertise to point me in the right direction. I look forward to your correspondence. Cordially, Oliver. See, honestly, Oliver, I'm not a sauce guy anymore. I don't
Wow.
need it. Main reason, because if I ask for it, they give me 75. So then I just have a drawer full of sauces forever.
Sauce is my favorite food.
I don't want to just store Taco Bell sauce for life.
But then anything you eat, when you
give
cook
me a
something for
freaking
yourself.
lifetime supply of this sauce.
But imagine you cook for yourself and it's shitty. I'm sure you're a great cook, but sometimes it doesn't go
what
your
do
way.
you think? I don't cook, Logan.
Yeah, so then you make something shitty, you pull open your sauce drawer, now it can taste like food that you actually like. Sauce is the best. I love sauce.
All right, Aaron, do you use sauces?
I don't.
Yeah,
Wow.
see, Aaron's
What?
not a sauce guy. I don't know. It doesn't need it.
I feel like boys, a lot of the time, something I'll notice,
Boys?
if I can make a gendered comment.
Yeah.
You guys will sometimes forego sauce. I've seen so many guys just eat fries with no ketchup. and be fine.
That's annoying, yeah.
And
I
you,
can't do that.
Also, when you guys get soft serve or frozen yogurt, you won't get toppings a lot. You'll just get a plain
Yeah.
yogurt. And I'm like, what is going on? The whole point is the stuff you put on top.
I believe Aaron is a fries, no ketchup kind of a guy, if I'm not mistaken.
It depends on the portability of the situation.
Yeah, I would wait till I could get a sauce going.
Okay.
Yeah, it just depends on the fry too, I think.
Yeah. All right, just one or two more, and then we'll wrap it up here.
We got to develop something better than the ketchup packet. There's got to be
That's true.
more like the sauces that you get for chicken nuggets. Like, let's have those with ketchup in them.
Right, and a thing like that.
They
yeah.
did make one.
Like, they're
is
like a little
ketchup where you
smaller,
can-
though. They're a little
and it's
small.
like flatter and weird. It should
Yeah,
be like a
flat.
barbecue sauce for a nugget.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here's another. This is from Toby, another Taco Bell one. But this one's interesting here. Taco Bell menu mishaps.
Oh.
Howdy, Joe, and howdy, Aaron. Love the podcast. It's really been on fire recently. Thanks. I'm writing to you with sadness in my heart. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
I'm not sure if you remember, but I recently commented on YouTube about how we now have Taco Bell in the UK. Naturally, I wanted to go and try your spicy potato taco with steak added. See, now that's a vegetarian option that they have on the menu. It's just a spicy potato soft taco, but I kicked it up a notch,
By adding
if you will,
by
adding meat and sour cream to it.
It's too late in the podcast to tell you that I don't eat meat, but I get why that would make it better.
Yeah. No, it's okay. You don't have to be ashamed of that.
But I am.
I don't agree with the lifestyle, but
And Logan, I've also been off of Taco Bell for a long time, and I come back to it. It's,
Yeah.
yeah, now he's back.
Well, that's like me and
Good luck getting away now, Aaron. That
I
you've
know,
had
it's
these.
got its damn hooks and
I just can't believe they gave you the chili verde fries, but we're out of the verde. That when you said that earlier, I was honestly
you don't run
shocked.
out of Verde.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would prefer that. I don't need extra spicy. It was plenty flavorful.
That's good.
Okay.
All right, so I'm not sure if you remember, but I recently commented on YouTube about how we now have Taco Bell in the UK. Naturally, I wanted to go and try your spicy potato taco with steak added. I'm calling it the Big Hog Special, which I think has a better ring than the Joe Marrese. However, it came to my attention that the menu being offered at UK Taco Bells is severely limited.
That's upsetting.
That's all in caps. And he says, caps for effect. Read loudly. Severely limited. They don't even have a spicy potato taco.
Wow.
And they don't have the option to add steak because steak isn't even a thing at UK Taco Bell.
This is
wow.
crazy.
These are stunning developments from across the pond. Which means no steak quesadillas, only chicken. This is obviously a travesty.
Is there still Mad Cow over there? What's going on?
I was going to say, as the birthplace of Mad Cow, it makes sense that they're gun shy with cheap steak.
Right.
They're not going to do fast food
watch
steak.
it. Cheap steak.
Okay.
Expensive steak.
Still really good quality, but less expensive steak.
Okay, which means no steak quesadillas, only chicken. They do have chicken. This is obviously a travesty and has me wondering what other treats I am missing out on. This sucks. It certainly does. My brother lives in the States, and he says he is often overwhelmed by the choice offered in Taco Bell's there. Yeah, we got endless choices here.
Well, I also think his brother's like ribbing him a little bit. His brother's reminding him that he's the alpha by being like, I have endless choices.
I thought Taco Bell coming to the UK would bring me joy, but actually I'm just disappointed in the lack of choice. As a big hog in the food, beer, and men world, I wondered if you could, from your position of power, put pressure on Taco Bell to improve their UK game. I'm talking full U.S. menu with no compromises. I'm currently not due to visit the States for another 6 months, and I can't wait that long before trying the Big Hog special. Anyway, sorry for the long email. Thought you'd want to know about this bad situation. Any help would be appreciated. Thanks, Toby. Yeah, Toby, you don't have to apologize for the long email. I feel your pain, and it was you had to get that out. Because, yeah, you are missing out. The steak burritos, steak quesadillas, one of my favorites. Steak on the tacos. Yeah, it's just it's good. It's good to have that option if you want steak. So, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully...
Can I ask?
Hopefully things change. I'll try to go down to the Taco Bell headquarters in Irvine and set up a meeting.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's two questions. One, is there does Big Hog, does that mean something on your show, or is this guy just choosing it as a name, the Big Hog special?
Wait, sorry, go ahead.
When he said Big Hog, right?
Yeah.
Is that related to the show? Or is that...
Yeah.
Okay.
Related to me, yeah.
Well, that was what I
he's
guessed.
Trying to name... Because some people are calling that creation of the taco with the steak and the sour
Joe
cream,
Marrese.
the Joe Marrese.
Well, I just was going to say it's confusing because I think pork when you say Big Hog.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I have a note for the name. And then also I feel like, couldn't you just ask, like you were saying you wanted it grilled earlier, couldn't you just ask them to grill it? Because they grill the burrito. Like when they have the grilled stuffed burrito,
that's
they
what
put it
we're
on
wondering,
the thing.
yeah.
But I would say maybe your next experiment next time you're there is ask them to grill it.
Yeah.
And see if they
And the grilled
say
stuffed
yes.
burrito, I don't know if it's there anymore. I used
Well.
to love that. All right, well, I'm going to get to the rest of this stuff next week. We've got great emails from Ross, Matthew, and then, of course, Michael. We'll read the sitcom next week. So thank you guys. Didn't have enough time to get to it. But leaves us for something for next week. We had a great time, Logan. Oh, I just really quick need to do this is great for this week. And this is great is La Fin du Monde, which is a Belgian-style Tripel beer made in Quebec, made in Canada. It's a beautiful Belgian beer. So shout out to my buddy Al, who was always telling me, hey, Joe, get in the Belgian beer game. And it's a fantastic beer. So delicious, full of flavor. We got to be careful, though. It's 9%.
Oh.
So if you're going to sip some La Fin du Monde, which in French translates to the end of the world, which is odd. So don't go crazy on those. 9%. Be careful.
Well, it's the beer you drink when the world's ending.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because it's so high.
Yeah. So, all right, Logan Guntzelman. We had a lot of fun today. I hope you did.
I had a lot of fun, Joe Marrese.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm glad you could be here. It was a great time. And, yeah, thanks again.
Thanks. I'm excited for the progression of the various brackets we discussed. I'm excited to see what show ultimately wins.
Sure. So people could follow you on places I took a shit this year.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Instagram, places I took a shit this year.
Yeah.
Twitter is at Dirty Gunts, if you're still on Twitter. And
Facebook,
just
where I peed on a statue.
No, that one's just Logan Guntzelman. And then TikTok, because I used to have places I took a shit this year, but I got banned. So it's places I took a shit again, if you care about that at all. But
they don't want you doing it yearly. Why'd you get banned? For content or for that name?
When I posted the thing when I got the OnlyFans that I have that's not dirty,
yeah.
I posted a video of just screenshots of pranking this guy by being like, oh, I got an OnlyFans, whatever.
With the MRI pictures?
Yeah, but if you even write the word OnlyFans on TikTok, they ban you. And that was the second time I'd gotten banned, so
gotcha.
They really got upset.
Okay.
But also I hate whatever.
All right.
No, TikTok's great. What am I saying?
All right. Logan Guntzelman, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Joe.
Great guest.
Thanks, Aaron.
You got it. Coders, thanks for tuning in as always. And don't forget, subscribe to that YouTube channel. Like, comment, keep them coming. Love hearing from you guys as always. All right. This is Joe Code. I'm Joe Marrese.